She froze when the midnight silence broke with a soft whimper from the rose garden. The earth was fresh,
Maya,
but
what's
something darker
happening?
was buried beneath. A child's voice, muffled and desperate, pulled her closer, 6 years old and buried alive. Maya, what's happening? A whisper broke through her shock. She couldn't breathe, couldn't think, just had to save him. But soon, the family's perfect image cracked, and all fingers pointed to her. Why would the maid do this? Vanessa's venomous smile hid a deadly secret. Detective Ramirez circled like a hawk, eyes fixed on Maya's trembling hands. And that's where her story truly began. Before we dive deeper, please, if you're listening to this right now, I want to prove my stepmom wrong. She said, I can't even reach 1,000 subscribers. Help me show her that stories like this matter. Subscribe to Jossie's Folklore, and let's keep breathing life into tales that refuse to die. Now, let's continue. She froze, heart pounding as the midnight air carried a faint, desperate whimper from the rose garden behind the grand Whitmore estate. The moonlight barely lit the path, but the sound was unmistakable, a child, trapped, calling out for help. Her name was Maya, a maid in the sprawling Whitmore household, and in that moment, nothing else mattered. The earth looked freshly disturbed, soft but heavy under her trembling hands. Ethan, she whispered, dropping to her knees, fingers clawing through the soil. The air was thick with fear, but she pushed on until her hands grasped something small and cold. The 6-year-old boy's face was streaked with dirt and tears, eyes wide with confusion and terror. Maya, what's going on? Sophie, Ethan's older sister, appeared, breathless and panicked. Maya's voice barely came out. He's alive, but someone buried him here. Suddenly, the peaceful Whitmore mansion felt like a prison. News spread fast, and suspicion quickly followed. Vanessa, Ethan's stepmother, stepped forward with a mask of grief so convincing it fooled everyone except Maya. Why would the maid do this? Vanessa's whispered poison echoed through the halls. Detective Ramirez, sharp and relentless, began his hunt, and Maya's world shrank as she became the prime suspect. Is it justice or jealousy? Is the truth buried deeper than the soil in the garden? Maya knew one thing. This was only the beginning of a story darker than anyone imagined. What would you do if you were blamed for something you didn't do? Have you ever felt trapped by lies? Stick with me.